Hello, dear friends. Good morning. Yesterday, in the last class, we were discussing about the Karman vertex treat or trial. The frequency, Karman vertex treat frequency is F. When we divide it by V maximum, we will get the Strohal number. Strouhal. Strouhal. Strohal number. Strohal number, which is dimensionless quantity, and it is given by S suffix T is equal to Fd divided by V maximum is equal to 0.198. This is an empirical formula. 1 minus 19.7 divided by Reynolds number, where Reynolds number is greater than 250 and less than 2 into 10 to the power of 5. We can see the vertices which are shed behind a circular cylinder in a Karman vertex street. Now one more in that Karman street, I would like to point out singing of wires. What is singing of wires? Means when these vertices are formed and washed away onto the downstream side, there will be on both the sides there will be lateral vibrations. Because of these vibrations, there will be a resonance caused when power cables, electrical wires, tall chimneys, high-rise structures are exposed to heavy wind. Because of these lateral vibrations caused at the resonance stage, they will harm to these structures, to the infrastructures. This phenomena of swinging, the phenomena of musical noise which is produced by the power cables or electrical wires when they are exposed to heavy wind and subjected to the lateral vibrations is known as singing of wire. What is the word? Singing of wire. You must have come across when you are going nearer to a transformer which is established. For example, when you are going to Loni, at Babaleshwar, there is a big power cables and transformer is established, erected. There, if you wander in the evening or in the morning, you will listen some noisy musical sound that is known as singing of wire. Next, we will see the development of lift on cylinder and sphere. Case 1, stationary cylinder in an ideal flow where viscosity is absent. In that case, the pressure distribution and as well as flow pattern is symmetrical on both the sides as shown in figure. Consider an ideal fluid flowing over a stationary cylinder of radius r with uniform velocity u meters per second. In this case, flow pattern will be symmetrical and the velocity u at any point on the surface of the cylinder is given by u is equal to or u theta is equal to 2u sin theta. It is always tangential to the cylinder as shown in figure. Tangential. Where theta the angle made by the point at the center with respect to the direction of flow. Here it is shown theta at the center. In this case, since the flow pattern is symmetrical about the horizontal axis, the pressure distribution on the upper and lower halves of the cylinder are identical because of the symmetry with respect to the horizontal axis. The pressure on the upper half of the cylinder and the lower half of the cylinder are identical, and hence there is no lift acting on the cylinder. There is no lift acting on the cylinder. Then mu c, this is when a circulation, constant circulation is imparted onto the cylinder, we will get constant circulation imparted to the cylinder. Then the flow pattern around the cylinder consists of streamlines, which are series of concentric circles as shown here. They are all concentric circles. The peripheral velocity on the surface, peripheral velocity on the surface of the cylinder because of the import of circulation is mu c is equal to circulation upon 2 pi r. This is symbol resembles to tau, that is known as circulation, where r is, capital R is radius of the cylinder, mu c, that is the velocity. Then total velocity, it is not mu c, in fact uc. Therefore, the total velocity on the cylinder, when we superimpose these two, that is composite flow pattern, the above two flow patterns are superimposed one over the other, then a composite flow pattern as shown in figure will be obtained. The flow pattern is now unsymmetrical with respect to horizontal axis. You can see with respect to vertical axis, you keenly observe it is symmetrical, whereas with respect to x-axis, that is horizontal axis, upper half flow pattern and lower half flow pattern of the cylinder are unsymmetrical. Therefore, now the total velocity u is equal to u theta plus uc is equal to 2u sin theta plus circulation divided by 2 pi r, that is tau by 2 pi r. Development of lift on cylinder continued for case 3. Composite flow pattern case 1 and 2 combined. As the circulation tau has been taken as otherwise, the superimposition causes the velocity around the upper half portion of the cylinder to be higher than that around the lower half of the portion. This is so because around the upper half of the portion of the cylinder, the velocity of flow and the velocity due to circulation being in the same direction are added together, while around the lower half of the portion of the cylinder, both velocities being in opposite directions. That's why they are subtracted. Understood? When it is superimposed, as shown in the previous figure, in the upper half, it is added together. In the lower half, they are subtracted because they are acting in the opposite direction. These are acting in the same direction. That is the difference between these two in case of cylinder. Okay? Subtracted. Hence, on the lower half of the portion of the cylinder where velocity is less, pressure will be more on the pressure will be more on the upper half portion of the cylinder. This is by applying Bernoulli's equation between 2 points, upper, lower. Since pressure is higher on the upper half, velocity will be lower, whereas velocity will be, since velocity is higher on the upper half, velocity is less on the lower half, pressure will be more on the lower half, and pressure on the, where velocity is less, pressure will be more than the pressure on the upper half of portion of the cylinder. Lower half portion of the cylinder where velocity is less, pressure will be more. This is by application of Bernoulli's theorem or equation. As such, a pressure force acts on the upward direction and obviously a lift force is exerted on the cylinder. However, since the flow is symmetrical about the vertical axis, the cylinder is not subjected to any drag. That is, drag will be 0. So one more point here I would like to mention that just 1 second. Here I would like to mention one thing, that Magnus effect. Magnus effect is nothing but Magnus, who was the physicist in the year 1854, he has experimentally found that when a body like cylinder is is subjected to the constant circulation in a fluid medium, it exerts a lift force, which exerts a lift force, or lift force is produced, is known as Magnus effect. Now, location of stagnant points. What is stagnant point? Stagnant point on the surface of the cylinder where velocity is 0. Velocity at any point on the surface of rotating cylinder is given by equation u is equal to 2u sin theta plus circulation upon 2 pi r. So we will continue please in the next class.